Thanks for joining me, guys. You know who I am. Okay, so nobody actually commented last week on the video from Facebook or YouTube about going live, so I'm going to take that as a sign and just leave it there. So if you do want to catch me live, go over to TikTok, 7 p.m. on a Sunday. In the coming weeks, I know I keep saying it, but I am planning on going live more often. Okay, so as usual, just choose your pile, 1, 2, or 3, whatever number you're attracted to, whichever part of the picture you're resonated to, and let's get into it. Hi guys, Aaron Lee Free, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again. Okay, so if you chose pile number 1, then this is your reading. Okay, so this is the older gentleman card. Okay, so there might be a tension around an older gentleman. Look, there's a lot of people are sick at the moment. I really hope this is still recording properly. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It keeps flicking around all over the place. I've just got a lot of energy in here at the moment. So yes, look, this could be talking about an older person. There is a lot of sickness going on. If there is any issues around an older man, especially illness, it is going to be okay. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be fine. But what this card is actually talking about is resilience, okay? You can see there's a hole on this card. This is somebody that's hit rock bottom, has crawled out of that hole. There's a shelf of books. They've done all this learning, and now they can confidently walk out into life and not be pulled back to where they've come from or what they've done. So this is a confidence builder, okay? This is saying, look, you've climbed out of that hole. You're in a better situation now than you have been in the past. You've got to remember that, because it's very easy to forget when we're having current problems that we've been through worse than this. Now, I do feel like that this is a very big, like I said, it's a very big positive card for resilience and confidence and making it through, and just having that change of mind that, no, I'm not going to put up with people's crap anymore. I'm going to look after myself and I'm going to go do this. Normally we have that epiphany when we're surrounded by toxic people, and we're just always giving and not getting anything in return. Now, we've been brought up to believe that you give not with the expectation of return. And that's great in theory, but the truth is, if you just keep giving and giving and giving and getting nothing in return, that's no sort of relationship at any point. It's not a friendship, it's not a romantic relationship, it's just you are being used. Whether the other person means to or not, it doesn't change the fact. If you're just giving and getting nothing in return, especially thank you or appreciation or respect, then stop doing it, because you're hurting yourself. Okay, so it is time to wake up a little bit. Now, this positive energy card upside down does not mean negative energy, okay? This is not a negative. What it's saying is just, you know, when you're flat, like a flat line, just flat. It's not that you're feeling bad, but it's also not that you're feeling really good. Now, yes, I feel like the air's being let out of your tires, and it's, yeah, there is that. It is another day, like almost robotic. Now, a lot of times when that happens, it's because this stupid bloody, can you just like leave me alone for 5 seconds? Sorry, there is energy messing around with my camera, and it keeps making me think that it's not recording for you guys. Okay, look, there actually is an older man beside me right now, and his name starts with an F, and I feel he's European, and he doesn't have a message, but he's just around making somebody laugh, so that's directly related to somebody else. There's also a woman with red hair, but okay, no, she's trying to pull the older man away. Okay, so anyway, moving back to your reading. Sorry, guys, distracted, but, you know, life of a psychic. This positive energy card, like I said, yes, it is feeling a bit flat. Now, look, sometimes we feel that way, and a lot of the times it's a self-preservation thing. It's like our mind goes into self-protective mode, and you kind of shut down because you're at that point where you just can't take anymore, and you kind of shut down. And you know what? It's fine. It's fine to take a breather. It is fine to feel a bit flat every now and then. It's totally fine. The other thing with this, it's just you getting your energy back, and you will get your energy back. A couple of days, you're going to be bouncing back to normal. But you've got to stop and ask yourself, why are you feeling flat? What are you protecting yourself from? And those are problems that you need to move forward in, like deal with in some capacity. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next card because I don't want to ramble too much. So this is the mind, body, and spirit card. It is upside down. So again, this is you feeling out of balance. Just when we're like, you can't connect to anything or anyone. It's just kind of like, everybody just piss off and leave me alone. It's kind of that sort of an energy. And it's totally okay when we go through bouts of this, because this isn't a chapter of your life. This is just how you're feeling at the moment, and that's what it's saying. You are going to bounce back, but sometimes you need to pull back away from people to get your energy back and to be able to see what's in front of you clearly, rather than just head down, bum up, going with the flow, and everybody's taking, and you're not concentrating because you're trying to get through the week. When we go through a period of this, it's kind of like we step back and we're like, you know what, I'm not doing all of that crap. I'm going to stop giving, and let's see who remains, who my true friends are. It's kind of that sort of a scenario that I feel like you're going through. And we need to do that from time to time, because you need to, if you're at this point, it means that you are being used to some degree. Somebody is taking, or multiple people are taking from you, whether it be your energy, your money, your time, whatever it may be, and leaving you with nothing. And then on top of that, they're not giving anything back. They're not thanking. There's no respect, and it's just enough. Like, it is kind of a crushing weight that we feel. So it is a wake-up call right now. This is your wake-up call to start doing things differently and approach things differently. And there is always a way out of every situation. There are choices. They might not be the best choices, but there are always choices. Okay, don't feel like, well, I'm stuck in this situation, there's nothing I can do. No, there's always something you can do. Because if you don't change anything, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, and you're going to turn into one of those arsehole people that go out of their way to make problems for people, because normally people like that, no excuses, but have been hurt or taken advantage of, and then they go from one extreme to the other. Instead of being a giver, then they turn into a taker, and they go out of their way to try and take as much as possible from people. Not the right idea. That's what you're protecting yourself from now. So this is a period of reflection, so you don't go from one extreme to the other and turn around with all this hurt and anger and outwardly start taking from people and treating people like crap. And like, I hope you understand, life is about balance, and this is where we're trying to get you to that balance, so that you don't turn into one of those asshole people. Because I'm telling you now, if you turn into one of those asshole people, those narcissists that just take and take and take, you will not understand, like, they don't understand what true love and happiness is, because they're so concentrated on consuming and taking from people. So you don't want to turn into that, because again, you will lose the ability to ever find happiness. So no matter how much you end up with, whether it be money, power, whatever, how much of it you take, it's never going to be enough. It's never going to fill that hole inside you, because you're lacking happiness, you're lacking love, true happiness, true love, not just, oh, I got $1 million, I bought a house, yay! And then next week, well, I'm bored, and you're over the novelty of buying a house. And it's kind of like, well, if you can't appreciate what you have, whatever you're taking, whatever you're gaining, you're never going to truly appreciate. Okay? Now, the last card, sorry guys, I know this is a lot longer than usual. The last card is an ending, okay? It really is a positive ending, and this can be walking away from a situation. This can be pulling back from an organization or something, finding your balance. This is the outcome of your current situation. You are going to work out who the toxic people are, who the people are that are taking from you that may not realize it or understand. There needs to be communication there, so you express your point, because I've fallen into the trap a million times. You give and people appreciate, and then over time it turns into lack of appreciation, the appreciation turns into expectations. Like, I'm just expecting Aaron, to solve this problem, or pay for dinner, or like, but you know, whatever it may be, that's where you need to start pulling back before it turns into that sort of a situation. Okay, so there is an ending here, and this is good because it is a positive ending. I'm getting the angels here and the new chapter. It's kind of like you're going to go into this new chapter of your life and go, okay, well, I'm not dating anybody that has a nose ring. I was going to say that is unemployed, but like, you know, whatever it might be. I'm not going to date anybody that has these red flags, or I'm not going to be friends with anybody that is treating other people like shit, because sooner or later they're going to turn around and treat me like shit. Do you know what I'm saying? The things that you are learning, you're going to put down in this book and move into your life and go, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm willing to accept, and I'm not going to accept anything less. Okay, so this is a very powerful, confident card, and that's what all of this is. You may not be feeling confident at the moment, but a lot of times when we are flat and like meh, that's when we don't hold back. It's like somebody will come at us and like, well, look, I'm really sick of your shit, because you might not normally say something like that, but because you're feeling flat and you just meh, you are going to be saying stuff like this. So I'm not saying go out of your way to start fights and conflict and all of that. It's not really about the other people at this point. It's about you. Whether they're wanting to use you or do it by accident, it's not about them. If you are giving more than you've got, that's about you, and you need to stop that. You need to pull yourself back. Okay, it's fine to help people and be there and all of that, as long as you help yourself first. Don't give somebody your last $5 in life if you still need to buy food for yourself, because you are hurting yourself, and nothing good can come from hurting yourself in any form. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenpsychic.com, which is my website, or through the socials. I'm live every Sunday night at 7 p.m. on TikTok. Don't forget to check out my personal friends, the Mystic Mums on TikTok. They are paranormal clearing specialists. Sorry, there's a lot of flickering going on off screen right now against a blank wall. Somebody's trying to get my attention, and it's very annoying. Okay, guys, I'll leave it there. Speak to you next week. Blessed be. Hi guys, Aaron Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again on a Sunday night for your free weekly reading. Okay, so if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. Okay, so this is the partnership card. Obviously, it's the marriage card there. Look, there may be situations around romance and marriage and stuff like that that needs to be worked out. There may be issues there. Great, fantastic. Now that we're past that, well, it's not good, but you know what I'm saying. Because this is a general reading, I am feeling like partnership is an issue at the moment. I feel like you're being let down. I actually feel like you are the one that is being let down in this partnership. I feel like you're not getting what your expectations, you're not getting what you wanted from this partnership, what you were expecting from this partnership. Now, again, this isn't just romance. This could be you've taken a new job, or you've got a new promotion, or you bought a new car. It's just not living up to its bargain. Like, you've bought this brand new car expecting it to be totally fine, and it turns out to have a mechanical issue straight off the bat, and you're like, well, wasn't expecting this. This is you know, your co-workers suddenly turning into bludgers and you having to do a lot of work. This is your partner being bored and just meh right now, and you having to put in all that extra work. So whatever this is, that this partnership is, it is lack of support, a lack of getting what you want out of it. Now, again, personally, I'm being drawn to stuff like around tax, around money, like you're expecting your tax agent to be able to get you a bigger return and hasn't, and you know, like, it's that sort of thing. You're in some sort of partnership and they're not delivering what you're promised. And that's why I'm feeling it's more like business related than it is actually personal. Like, it's personal as well. But I'm being drawn more to maybe it's something to do with the bank, and you're going to refinance to get a lower mortgage. And after everything that you're going through, they're just dragging their ass, and it looks like, you know, you'll only get you know, $10 off the current mortgage. It's like, I feel like that there is a bit of being let down here. Okay, now the first card out is actually the surrender card. It's upside down, so this is actually saying don't give up. So this isn't you need to break up, you need to walk away. No, I feel like that this is saying right now the energy sucks. There's a lot of lethargic energy out there at the moment, where people are very meh. It's like almost burnt out and just whatever. Now, I don't know about the rest of the world, but here in Sydney, Australia, we've been having like heat wave and then torrential flooding, and then it's really hot and then it's freezing cold, and like that's the weather, right? But that is the sort of energy that's around us at the moment as well. 1 minute it's go, 1 minute it's stop, and we can't keep up. And sooner or later, we just burn out and we're like, meh. It's like we go into a holding pattern. So this is the energy that's around you at the moment. This is saying, look, don't give up. Keep trying. You will you just persevere. You will make it through. There is an outcome coming. So this partnership might be letting you down at the moment, but it is going to turn itself around. And I feel like that there needs to be communication as well. You need to express how you're feeling. But I feel like patience in this situation is really going to work out. Now this card is the positivity card upside down. Now the positivity card upside down is not negative, right? This means a flat line. This actually means the energy around you is feeling very flat, like somebody's let the air out of your tires. Okay. Now what is funny about this is if you chose pile 2, this is your reading, but this card came up in pile 1, and it was the same sort of energy that was around that I was talking about, which is that there is a lot of lethargic meh sort of energy going on. Now the difference here is, yes, you are picking that up, you are feeling a little bit of that as well, but this is, to me, people watching this reading right now are the people that are still trying, still pushing, still, you know, feeling that energy but pushing through. And that's what it's saying, don't give up, push through, because you'll be better off doing that. Even though you're pushing through all this energy where people are like meh. Like pile 1 this week were the people that were feeling meh, and just, you know, and that's totally fine. Like people are entitled to feel flat, you know, everybody's got pressure, you know, you don't know about somebody's personal story, but for you guys, it's like, unfortunately, you're surrounded by that. Even though you're feeling it, it's the energy around you, it's like worse than what you're feeling. And it's one of those situations where I feel like you're trying your best, and somebody else that really doesn't seem to have a problem in the world is very much like, I give up on life, life sucks, and blah blah blah, and you're looking at them and like, okay, well, you own your own house, your mortgage is paid off, you own your own car, and you have no bills. Like, what are you complaining about? Like, that's what I feel like is going on with you right now, is that people are complaining and they're meh, and you're getting this attitude, but they've got it better off than you. But that's where I'm like, everybody's an individual. Yes, they may be in a better situation in your eyes, but in their eyes, they might just be feeling, well, what's the point? It doesn't matter if you've got everything paid off if you don't have love and happiness, which is true. So just be aware that people are feeling like this. They may be in a better situation than you, which really rubs us the wrong way when you're like, try not having your own house and try paying off your car each week and having bills and not being able to do anything. Like, there is that frustration, but at this point, what I'm saying to you is just roll your eyes. There's no point getting worked up with that sort of energy. Just keep on, don't surrender, just keep on pushing through, okay? Now the last card, I knew it was going to be beautiful. The last card is the best card you can get in my deck of cards. It is the blessing card. It is it all working out. Now, like I said to you, even though you're feeling a little bit flat, you're pushing through. You are going to continue to push through. I don't feel like you're doing it like a million miles an hour, which is good. You're just taking it slow and in your own time. But what I want to say is I feel like that you are still moving forward. It might not actually feel like it, but you're still trying. You're still putting that energy out. You're still pushing, chugging your way through. Things might be really slow at the moment, but you're still going. So what's going to happen is you're going to make it through. The energy is going to change and lift like a cloud. And all these people that are also feeling flat are going to come back with this renewed energy, just like yourself. But the people that are sitting back going meh right now, it's like their life is on pause. You're still moving forward while they're on pause. So when the energy lifts and somebody hits play and we start moving forward, you're going to be further ahead than the people that are right now got their head down and everything's shit and everything's crap and blah blah blah. You're going to be further ahead, and that's what this card is basically saying. You're going, not only are you going to be further ahead, you're going to be a lot happier. Look, this blessing card could be winning the lotto or getting that dream job and buying a house and having it paid off. Yeah, great, all that stuff. But ultimately, it is happiness, because I'm sure anybody watching this is smart enough to realize that you could be a hot dog vendor and be the happiest person on the planet if that's what your dream is, if that's what you enjoy doing and getting out there and meeting new people. It's not about what you have and what you achieve and all of that stuff if you have happiness in your life. And that's what this card is. Regardless of what is ahead for you, which I do feel like is prosperity, this is saying that you're going to have happiness and truly be one of the blessed people on the planet, because you know what love and happiness is. You are going to achieve the things that you want. You are going to get away from the negative people. So there is a lot of positivity here. It's just kind of like you're in a bad spot at the moment, but just keep pushing through. You'll make it. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me through my website, thegrandpsychic.com, through the socials. I'm live every Sunday night on TikTok at 7 p.m. if you have the means to come say hi. Also, don't forget to check out Mystic Mums. They're personal friends of mine. They're on TikTok. They are paranormal clearing specialists. Some of their footage they've got is incredible, and I know that there's more coming. So go check them out and tell them I sent you. Okay, guys, hope that helped, and I will see you next week. Blessed be. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again on a Sunday night for your weekly reading. Okay, so if you chose pile number 3, yikes. Okay, this is your reading. Now, I feel like somebody's lying to you at the moment. I feel like you're not getting the full picture. I feel, look, this is the communication card. So upside down, it is lack of communication, lack of, well, it doesn't normally say, it's not normally lack of truth, but that's what I'm picking up. That's why these are just cards. You've got me as a psychic to interpret. Now, the other thing is, this is the legal paperwork card, and upside down, I feel like, I don't know why I am seeing a horse in this card. I don't know why. Stay away from horses, stay away from anything to do with horses, whether it be investments or gambling or anything like that. Just stay away from horse people for the next couple of weeks. I don't know what this is about, but I think it's for one specific person. I don't know who that is, but look, anyway, over. Now, the communication card upside down does talk about lack of communication, lack of the full picture. You're not getting the full story, which is where I feel like somebody's lying to you, deceiving you, leaving out part of the truth. Like there's another, it's like somebody's like, hey, can I borrow $50? And you're like, oh yeah, all right, and when you go to give it, then they're like, actually, can you make it 100? It's kind of like there's a second part to the story coming. So the other thing is, again, legal paperwork. Look, don't sign anything if you've got any sort of contract or obligation that you're about to sign in front of you. Really look over it. I'm not saying that it is a bad opportunity or whatever, but I do feel like that there's something in there that you're missing that will be too late once you sign it. You need to at least know about it, okay? Have the heads up before you commit to it, because it's like I see, signing papers. Yep, great. I've got this personal loan. I have to pay back $100 a month. Yep, great. And then there's a service fee also of $50 a month. So you've budgeted for 100, but you're going to end up paying 150. Now, you may be able to afford that, but it's that whole, well, I didn't know this, they didn't tell me this, and now I've signed the contract and you can't get out of it. So just really go through it and think clearly before just signing it, okay? I know the energy right now is people are just tired and meh. And so that's a lot of the times where we make mistakes like this, because we don't have the capacity to really care and think. It's like, ugh, I'll sign it now and deal with it later. Don't do that, okay? Avoid that. Now, the first card out is the work card. It's upside down. So, look, mixed bag here right off the bat. A lot of people, work is going to be fine. A lot of other people are going to need to look for other work. Now, look, I know that this is a general reading, which is why it's sometimes hard, but right now I very rarely get, well, it's going to go this way or that way depending on who you are. So let me narrow it a little bit down a little bit more, so it doesn't just seem like I'm playing the odds here. The people that I feel like are going to be fine with work are the people that are feeling very meh and burnt out right now. It's kind of like, oh, look, I've probably stuffed up at work, but whatever. I feel like those people in that sort of a state, you're going to be totally fine. You don't need to worry about work. I'm not saying slack off or not take work serious, but don't be worried that you're about to be fired or that there are going to be changes and all this crap. Just go to work. You know, keep doing what you're doing. Even if it is robotic, after a few days, a couple weeks, you're going to be feeling the positive energy. You're going to be bouncing back. It's going to be fine. The people that I am talking to that are needing to look for other jobs are the people that aren't so much burnt out as they are frustrated and angry, where it feels like it's building and I can't do this anymore and I'm going to snap. Those people, you guys need to start looking for a job now. Okay, get your resume together, start getting it out there, because it takes time to find a job these days. And I'm not saying that you're about to get fired, although it's definitely on the cards. If this energy keeps building, then we erupt and we might go too far, say too much, and end up being fired. Or like somebody I know ended up punching their boss in the nose, and also got in trouble with the police. You don't want to build up like that. You also don't want to get to the point where you just can't do it anymore and you just like, you know what, I prefer to be unemployed than work at this place. In this day and age, we can't do that. So look, I want you to start looking for jobs now, getting your resume together, getting that practice out there. I'm a very big, firm believer of applying for every job that's out there, whether you want it or not, because even the jobs that you don't want, when you apply for them, you get that experience of applying for a job. You get that confidence that, well, I really don't care whether I get this or not, rather than looking for one specific job and putting all your hopes and dreams and pressure on it and getting scared of the process. No, just apply for everything and anything. And even these jobs that you don't want, if they say, yeah, we'd love to hire you, whether you take that job or not, you've got that confidence and that first-hand knowledge that there are people out there that want to hire you. There are other opportunities for you. You have choices. That in itself will make you feel better and give you confidence. So that in itself may be enough energy to keep you at your current job, because you should feel better. Well, I'm better the devil I know, but if it gets much worse, well, I can always find another job. You know, alternatively, you might end up the universe might end up sending you this most perfect job ever that you didn't believe actually would exist. So yeah, look, there is a lot of positive energy there as well. Oh my god. Okay, this positivity card, has come out in all 3 readings today on that I've recorded. This positivity card upside down is not a negative. It's not negative. It's not sadness. What it is a flat line. So again, why I just muffled to myself is because, like I say to everybody, the energy is universal, okay? Some people might be feeling one way and others might be feeling another. It depends on what frequency you're on or what vibe you're picking up, but the energy is basically universal. So what this is saying right now is we are feeling deflated. We're a flat line. That's what the opposite of positivity is. We're just lacking that oomph, that drive. A lot of us are feeling burnt out, can't take anymore, so we're very much meh. No matter how much I try, I end up in the same situation. It's a lot of I don't want to say poor me energy, because that's not what it is. Some people will take it to that degree, but it's just that how much more, like, when's this going to end? And we're all feeling it. Everybody's feeling it. So it is something to take into consideration, that it's not just you feeling this. Pile one this week were the people that were really feeling this. Pile two were feeling it as well, but they were the people that were pushing through and they were going to get ahead. What I'm feeling for you guys is, again, a mixed bag. I do feel like that there is a bit of meh going on, but I feel like you're kind of past that you have been feeling that meh, and now you're getting to the outcome of what happens when we go through that stage, because we go through that meh stage where we feel flat because it's kind of self-preservation. There's so much going on that we kind of shut down and we don't know, we just can't anymore. But once we've processed that, we come out of it in one of two ways. Either you come out going, okay, well, I know what I want to do and I'm not going to accept anything less. I'm going to move forward and blah, blah, blah. Or you come out like just sick of everything and just like, okay, I'm going to tear the world a new one. That was probably a bad metaphor because that was very confusing. Basically, coming out of this, I feel like the thing that you need to be doing is working out how you got into that situation in the first place. Yes, universal energy, but was it that you're surrounded by people that don't appreciate you? Are you a giver that's always giving and never getting anything in return? Because that's not right. Is it that you've been working your ass off at work and just gone unappreciated, and they've given somebody else a promotion instead of you that has done half the amount of work? What is it that got you into this situation to begin with? And there's probably several things. So while you've been processing this, the outcome is like, okay, well, I've processed it. I know it was a shit go. That's how I was feeling. But what are you going to do about it now? That's where you are in. Am I going to get another job because obviously I'm not appreciated in my current work? Are you going to break up with that partner that just loves to drink every single night and party rather than, we have to get our shit together and do the housework? Are you going to break up with that person? Are there friends around you that are just taking and never giving you? Is it time to get rid of those friends? This is kind of what the outcome for you at the moment is. Oh my gosh, and it's a blessing card as well. That's actually how the last reading ended as well. So this blessing card is happiness, okay? This is everything working out, everything being perfect. It is, once you go through this process, you are going to be feeling a lot more confident on the other side of this energy. There's a lot of positives there. Yes, these can be dreams working out, money and all that, but at the end of the day, it's general happiness. So, like I said in the last reading, there are going to be some people that just have everything handed to them on a silver platter. There's just money and bills are paid off and blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, if you're one of those people that is a taker and always just taking from people in the world and everything, generally you're so consumed by taking that you never find true happiness. Those people never find true happiness. So what I'm saying for you guys is that you're going to come out and go, you know what, I'm not going to be surrounded by users anymore. I'm not going to be surrounded by anybody that does A, B, and C, all these red flags that you've figured out. And that in itself is going to bring you confidence and happiness in general. You're going to enjoy life. Life is going to be a lot less stressful. And that's what I'm saying. Whereas a lot of these people that haven't gone through this, that don't get it, are just going to be over here. They might win the lotto and have all their cars and houses and all the stuff they want, but that doesn't make them happy. Like, that doesn't mean that they're going to be happy. Yeah, they're going to be debt free. That's different than happiness, because this is why so many celebrities end up with drug problems, because they've got everything in the world but they're still not happy. Like, they haven't had time to focus on their happiness because they've been working, so they don't know what happiness is. The thing is with you guys is you know what happiness is. You know what's going to make you happy. It's just getting there. And this isn't, look, yes, we're talking about finances working out and everything as well, but this isn't just happiness in general. I said in the last video, you could be a hot dog vendor and be the happiest person on the planet. As long as you're doing what you love and your perspective is right. I mean, you could do anything. It's not about what you have or what you've got or what you're earning or who you're dating. It's about how you're feeling. Okay, and there's a lot of positivity coming for you. Guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic.com, which is my website, or through the socials. I'm live every Sunday night at 7 p.m. on TikTok. Also with TikTok, don't forget to check out the Mystic Mums on TikTok. They're personal friends of mine. They're paranormal clearing specialists. Some of their footage is just incredible, and what these girls do, if you knew what half the things that I did, your mind would explode. So go check them out. They are full legit, which is why I'm saying go out there and have a look, because I watch a lot of this stuff, obviously, and I'm like, half of it's real, half of it's like, please. But these girls are legit. I've seen it firsthand. I know them personally. Go check it out. They are hilarious because they just laugh all the time. Like, that's their coping mechanism. Anyway, guys, until next week, I hope this helped.